It's Black History Month. Gotta do it right. Power to the people.
Nina Simone. And that's the same lady that sings Sinner Man.
You see, it's Black History Month, gentlemen. I have to do it right because some people don't want to respect us black people. You understand? So I gotta let this song play out a little bit. Ah, okay. All right. Good evening, gentlemen. My two good gentlemen. How art thou, gentlemen? Rob, you on mute.
What's up?
How gentlemen
Okay.
you
I'm doing good. Doing good.
uh,
Watching the last. I was watching the Duke game, but the Last Dance came on.
well, I still watching it because I here watching my boy put belt to ass on Syracuse, even though Syracuse is garbage, even though they ain't gonna make the tournament. So we ain't gonna worry about them. But Lone Wolf, you good? Are you?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. Continue watching the Olympic hockey. That's the only thing I watch on the Olympics is the hockey.
Oh, that's all I care about actually. And goodness gracious, it looked like we on another collusion course with the Canadians against the US
Yeah,
in
Yeah.
we
that
got the
one.
women. We got the women covered now. We got to get the men to cover it.
Well, the women
What,
United States team has been putting belt to ass on
man,
everybody. They've been they've
women
been
U.S.
putting belt to ass.
Look,
They put five
I,
goals on Sweden. They put 5 goals on Sweden today.
look. I'm not worried about women's USA hockey team at all. I don't worry about them. I don't worry about them during the
I wouldn't.
Olympics.
Oh, by the way, everybody, I have put the link up there for everybody that wants to go up there, come up on the show or whatever. So I got it up on the screen this time. I set it up today, so everybody could have it up there. They could go up on the YouTube. It's on the YouTube. The link is right there on the YouTube. Click on it. It send you right in there. So got you covered on that. Now let's continue. Yes, like you were saying, um, the USA team. They look good just like the Canadian. The Canadian, the other day, they just 12 goals. 12, 12, 12,
Mm-hmm.
12. Jesus
Uh,
Christ.
yeah.
You get a goal, you get a goal, you get a goal, you get a goal. We all get a goal. but um, but let's go into the meat and gritty and what we had to talk about on this week report. Gentlemen, we had a NBA All-Star weekend that just passed. Um, we had a lot of people talk about this NBA All-Star weekend. Um, we had different opinion about it, from the celebrity game to the rising stars to the All-Star round robin tournament, mini tournament, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
After all the
Mhm.
rat ass foolery that they've been doing in the past, and let's not talk about the dunk contest because that's nothing to talk about. When when
I
when
fell asleep on
you got
that
a
one.
man, when you got a man that try and temper dunk and then he fall and look like he got CTE, something wrong. So we gonna talk about that. But I gonna go to the NBA, to our NBA export on this. I gonna give you the big screen because I know you have a lot to say about this All-Star weekend. So I'm gonna let you get the first crack of what you thought this whole thing went down.
Mm. Overall, throughout the weekend, I give it if I'm grading it on an A through an F, I actually would give it a B. This has actually been one of the better weekends we've had in a good while. I mean, we've had weekends where some things have been great, some things have been terrible, some things are just not worth to look at. I remember when of course, when they first tried to switch things up with the All Star game by trying to make it like TBT by having this rule where at the fourth quarter, the scoreboard is the only thing that matters. There's no time clock or nothing, and you race to whatever that number is. And then the 3-point contest. Now we just have to just realize it now that the dunk contest is secondary now. Dunking is secondary. We want to see people shoot. People shooting threes, people shooting distant threes. That's the NBA now, and I think the NBA has got to get to that point now where the 3-point contest is now more important than the dunk contest. Dunk
And by the
contest.
way, not to even cut you off on that, I know you will get into it. Gentlemen, don't y'all realize that he had somebody walk out of his bed and won the contest? The man woke up out of his bed. Oh, the man woke up out of his bed of an Achilles injury, my boys, and snapped. What is this coming to?
That just shows you how great Dame is. If Dame just can get out of there, can work on his craft, and then just go in and just still continue to shoot just like he always been. That's just how great Dame is. This is why Dame is one of the NBA 75 greatest players of all time. You wondering why? There's your. This weekend is the reason why he's an NBA 75 member. There's no way that these guys who have been playing all year long, been working on three, should not let a guy who came in at the absolute last minute, a week late. He came in with only a week to spare and still beat the likes of Devin Booker, Con Knuppel, Donovan Mitchell, Tyrese Maxey, Bobby Portis, and the others that were in there. That just shows you how great Dame is.
Norman Powell.
And as great as he is, he's the only one that can assemble what he's doing next year, which is calling out Steph, calling out Clay, and calling out Devin Booker to do the 3-point contest next year. And that's exactly what I said in our pre-meeting during the weekend. I said it will be great if we can get those three, Dame, Steph, and Clay, can go at it one time, at least once, because we've never got a chance to see it. And we're going to see it next year. And we're going to see it next year. So they're already pre-booking it. So people, whoever is going to get their tickets for next year, go ahead and get them now and get yourself ready because. And Adam Silver, I need you to put the 3-point contest at last next year because unless you're going to pay, unless you're going to tell these big stars, I'm willing to pay y'all at the bare minimum at least $1 million to go out there and play. You're not going to get the big stars to do the dunk contest. Might as well go ahead and call that washed. You're gonna continue getting the G League players. Matter of fact, that's what they should be. The dunk contest should now be just for G League players, first years and second year players, just like they originally used to have it. Instead of trying to get these mega superstars who are already making hundreds of millions of dollars trying to do a dunk contest that they're not going to want to do because one, they're making too much money, and then two, they don't want this the social media era. If they get embarrassed, they don't want to be a part of that. I think that's another reason why I think these players don't want to really do it now because social media got them scared. They see all these other dunkers that are not even NBA worthy caliber players do better dunks than they have. So why do they think they feel the need to do it if they're making hundreds of millions of dollars?
Oh, and the Matt McClung thing, remember?
Well, I'm not just even just saying Matt McClung. I'm just talking about just regular dunkers. Like I'm saying we're seeing regular dunkers that out there in the street are doing better dunks than these NBA players, and they're being viral on social media. These NBA players don't want that smoke because they know if they get on the court, just like Jackson Hayes did, and try to do a free throw line between the legs, like he accidentally did in Chicago. Just because you did one dunk in Chicago on a fast break when it was a blowout game, don't make you a dunker.
But like I said, and then you see what that like Matt LaPlante said that the reason why he didn't come, it wasn't because he didn't want to.
Yeah, because the players are scared.
They scared.
But that's the social media aspect. That's the part I'm talking about. Social media has got these guys scared. And at some point, you're going to have to tell social media, the hell with social media. I am a dunker and I can do these dunks just as good as they are. And until somebody comes up there outside of probably Stephon Castle and Carter Bryant and this new kid, who was it? Kashed Johnson. Yeah, Kashed Johnson. Outside of them, that they wanted smoke. Unless you get these real top stars to tell these people, I like the last star that we had that did the dunk contest was Jaylen Brown, and I commended him when he did it then because he did not care. He wanted to prove that he can dunk just as good as the rest of them. Don't care how much money he got. He gonna go out there and do it. There's nobody else that's going to do this because social media has got them scared.
So you're saying they're pussyfooting?
Yes, they have been. And guess who's the number one doing it for it? And I'm sorry, Ali, I gotta say it. LeBron was the number one pussyfooter because he even said it in 2009 when they were in Phoenix. When they were going to Dallas, they went right into his face and asked him, "Are you going to do the dunk contest?" He told everybody on TNT and the world, "Yes, I'm going to do the dunk contest in Dallas in 2010." And did we see him in 2010 do the dunk contest?
Nope.
No.
Where was LeBron?
At all.
Where was him?
He was there, but he was playing the All-Star game. And mind you, the dunk contest was in Jerry World. So you got hundreds and thousands of people, plus millions around the world is watching you do the dunk contest. And guess what? You sitting out there on the sidelines watching it, and everybody kept saying, "How come LeBron's not in it?" He said last year he would do it. Ever since that incident in 2009, you have yet to see a big star, probably outside of Blake Griffin, Jaylen Brown, let's see, DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and that's it. All the rest, I mean, I'm talking about superstars. I ain't talking about stars. Superstars.
Just honestly, they're not doing it they're doing it for the love of the game.
Yeah, because they know the history of it.
Mm-hmm.
All the history tells you that if you're a true dunker, you go out there and you perform as a dunker. We know the list of all the dunkers that have been in this dunk contest.
Mm-hmm.
That's why all the dunkers come out and tell the rest of the dunkers, y'all need to get into this. Like the perfect person this year that should have been in a dunk contest that could have probably revived his career instead of looking him look like a fool.
Mm-hmm.
This would have been a great year for Ja Morant to revive himself to do a dunk contest.
He doesn't have a desire to revive his own self.
But that's the thing. But I agree with that. But something like this that could have put him in a different light instead of him being in this light of, oh, you're a cancer, you don't like playing with your team and all this other stuff. Something like this could make him feel joyful and get back into the love of the game. Remember, he said he has no love for the game anymore at all. Well, guess what? Go out there and take that attitude out on that rim and show us that you still got it. Because I don't think he lost it. He just needs the push.
He needs a reason.
I'll let. I want to say something, but matter of fact, on Ja Morant, I'll say something on him, but I'll let.
For a grade for the NBA All-Star, I'll give it a B plus. Here's why I say B plus. Because let's face it, Victor Wembanyama and Anthony Edwards made it more competitive.
Mm-hmm.
They've made it more very competitive. It wasn't all the All-Star. It wasn't all the All-Star game where it's more lax or dainty. There's no defense. Just do whatever you want to do. One thing about it. So I give it a B plus. As far as social media goes, Facebook began in 2004. Twitter began in 2006. Instagram began in 2010. TikTok began in 2017. So
I
that's
see
what
where you're going with this.
social media, yeah. So what I'm saying is, yeah, that as Facebook, you didn't have to worry about no social media at all. You didn't worry about it. Once Twitter came in, that's when you started having to worry about it a little bit. But once Twitter began in 2006, then once Instagram came through, that's when guys like LeBron James have to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Guys like maybe
Kevin
who else is a
Durant.
good dunker? Kevin Durant. Russell Westbrook probably had to
Yep.
worry about it. And then once TikTok came in,
Got the Ant Edwards and the John Morants and all those that started popping up.
Sure
And and
did.
and 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 look, and of course Zion Williamson. So that was the other thing. So you got other you like I said, I just think when it comes to the dunk contest now, I think it's two things. It's one, I think the money needs to go up because I don't think $100,000 is going to move these players anymore.
No,
And And like I said, I think the aspect of social media is because it's scaring most of these dunkers away because Matt McClung has shown y'all for the last 3 years he don't
okay,
care about social media. He just
uh,
looks at it as just that, hey, this my dunk contest and I'm gonna rule over it. But go ahead,
okay.
Antonio. You can go ahead and go back.
All right, so that's what it is. Everybody's afraid of social media because they feel like hey, getting embarrassed, stuff like that.
Yep.
That's the key thing.
Because they don't
These
want to be
young,
they don't want to be a meme.
these YNs, like the Matt McClung, Anthony Edwards, Duran, all the other cats, they don't care about that.
That's
That's the
right.
era they live in there. See,
Mm-hmm.
folks like LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, all the other guys that right now in their late 30s or 40, and especially LeBron James, they're on their way out. Because
Yep.
the only thing that was back in during those timelines was Facebook and Twitter
Mm-hmm.
before Instagram came in.
Yep.
So that thing. Now, as far as the dunk contest goes, let's face it. The best dunk contest was Zach LaVine versus Aaron Gordon was the best dunk contest.
I
That was the
agree.
best. That was the best the dunk contest. After that, for the last
debating
10
that one.
years, out of the last 10 years, we have a good dunk contest. To be honest with you, all that creativity, some of that we've seen it before, but like Blake Griffin dunk over a car.
Mm-hmm.
Vince Carter one dunk in the net. That was all creativity. But that would be the dunk contest to me now is like this. Let me demonstrate for you. Let me like this. Going to sleep. I'd rather watch a 3-point contest before I watch that. I do.
Yep.
Because ever since then, ever since then for the 10-year dunk contest, ever since that battle between Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon dunk contest, I go to sleep after when dunk contest though, or I cut TV off. One or two.
I didn't even watch it.
That'll be the perfect time to give you 1 hour to go do what you gotta do. Maybe an hour and a half at the max. Go run a DoorDash or go run Amazon, whatever you want to run for an hour and a half.
The shooting stars was actually better than a dunk contest. And normally
Yes, it
the team
was.
matchups is not even that good. But this year's shooting stars is actually better than a dunk contest this year.
Yeah,
It
because it was
was.
more competitive this year. That's why.
Now,
This, yeah, so I'm good on that part.
um, that's all I will say. I've heard a lot of people been debating about how early the Star break is right after the Super Bowl. Okay, I'm not too much mad about that. My honest opinion. Um, What I cared about was how competitive the NBA All-Star game was gonna be. I didn't care about the long contest because there's my opinion about those. Here's my opinion. They need to go ahead and hire all the street ballers, them that's popular, and have them on the court. And have an NBA star representing them, and have them play for money. And the NBA star, whoever NBA star is sponsored by them, they should dedicate it to charity. Let
Yep.
the
Yeah,
let
and then
the
the street baller, if they win, they get the $1 million cash.
yeah. At least you get to see the young talent that's out there. You're raising up the brand, and you're letting the dunk contest be worth watching. Because right now ain't nothing good to watch.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, I watched the G League dunk contest.
Oh yeah,
Man,
yeah.
man,
Sick,
woo.
sick, sick, sick. I love it. But I will give the All-Star game. I give it a B. At
Mhm.
least they competed.
Oh
When
yeah,
Mayama set the tone, I got to
oh
give it
yeah.
to him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
First bucket. That man just pushed that. He pushed that little guy back and said, I said, oh,
and he yoked
okay.
it. And he yoked it.
But you know what else? But you know what else? Why also I think they were also competitive in the building. You think the U.S. is? You think any of the U.S. teams was going to be laxadating when you got Michelle and Barack Obama in the building? I wish you
No.
would. I wish
Yep.
you would. He'll call you out real quick.
Shout out to Kawhi Leonard in that game busting to oh God, Kawhi
31
Leonard.
point 31 points in a game. I said, where has this been?
Dude, 31 points in a quarter.
Yep. 31 of the 49 points they had.
Bro, I said, bro,
All them old
where is
heads.
this? Jalen Brown looked good. Anthony Edwards looked like he was trying to make a statement.
Oh, he was.
Oh, he did. And he did.
No. Question is, what will the Timberwolves do?
And that's the question. That's the ultimate question. Can he keep this same intensity in the second half of the season? No, I don't know because I think they can because now he's found something to play for. He's already been to the Western Conference Finals. He knows he knows what it takes to get there. He's already won the MVP award in the All-Star game. Remember, he's made it clear. He wants to be the number one player in the league. But the only way you keep doing that is you got to keep playing against these best players. I don't think he really cares to be the Yeah, no, he made it clear. He said this out loud. He said it Sunday night. He said he don't want to be number one. He thinks he is number one. That means he's fighting to be number one. Remember, he told them
The only way you be number one is to win the title.
exactly. So he wants that title. He wants the smoke. He said it when he saw KD and LeBron. He said, I want to cook them every time. So you already know. And the only reason I have one issue with the world, I kind of wish that they had SGA and Giannis. Then I don't think the world would have lost any of those two games if they had Giannis and SGA.
No,
they probably would have beat
agree.
one of them at least once.
I think they probably would have swept it.
Nah, I don't think swept. Because the only thing about this round robin thing, it's like I can basically understand this from me. When we play, like they literally play street rules. Once you win, you stay on the floor. You stay on the court. And those older guys from the was the Stripes. The first game they were good. Their second game they were like, all right, I caught my breath, but by that third one, we got to stay on. Woo, hold on.
Yeah.
All them guys 35 and up.
Dude, they're playing 3 15-minute quarters, bro.
Hey, look here.
Yeah.
Look here. We call that in the NBA timeline. You are considered the AARP now.
Oh yeah. That's Stripes group. That was nothing but
Unfortunately for them,
AARPs.
yes.
Yeah.
They were AARPs at their finest.
That is hysterical.
I mean, think about it. I mean, you look at it. You got LeBron, you got KD, you got Kawhi. That's three old heads by itself. And then if they had Steph on there, that really would have made them old.
Let's see.
Shit.
LeBron 41. LeBron 41. Curry
Yep.
37.
Yep.
KD 37.
Yep.
And
Steph
Kawhi
36.
34.
Yep. And then you got Steph who would have played on that group. That would have been 36. You got none but AARPs on that group.
Yep.
We love them though, but playing in a back-to-back like that with only like a 2-minute break, no, they can't do that. That's why the Stars they're like, okay, we took that loss, but I guarantee you this: when we come back, you saw the score. It was 47-21.
Yeah, they wear them out. They
wore them out.
They say
literally.
They need that icy hot. Yeah.
No. Here's my question.
Mm-hmm.
Being that we're talking about the NBA, how do you see the second half in the West?
You want me to start first, or you want to do?
No, you go ahead. You can take this first. I was first last. You go ahead.
Okay, then. As of right now, the forecast I'm looking for is this. I'm not worried about the Thunder, the Spurs, nor the Nuggets. They're the top three. I'm not worried about them right now. They'll be okay. It's four all the way down to roughly number 11 is I'm worried about. Especially with the Timberwolves, who's sitting in that last spot of not being being in that spot is one thing. I don't know what I'm gonna get out of the Memphis Grizzlies, and they're like maybe 5 games back. Well, they done anyway. I don't worry about the Memphis Grizzlies.
Why would you even worry about the Grizzlies when they just
They about
sold
I rather say Antonio. They about to get
They done.
they about to get the number one pick in the draft.
The team that I'm worried about as of right now is Golden State. That's who I'm worried about.
Okay, go ahead.
Why I'm worried about it? Because remember, you gave up most of your assets, like the Kumingas and Buddy Hield, to Atlanta. Now you expect Steph Curry and other company, and now minus Jimmy Butler, to survive the barrage.
With Kristaps Porzingis?
If he's healthy, you expect them to survive the barrage. The problem is there's 2 teams behind the Warriors that's coming for them. The Trailblazers, who've been really good, who've been starting to play lights out basketball, and the Clippers, if they can find their way. Other than that, I'm worried about Golden State a little bit more. So that's who I'm worried about the most. But as far as the top 3 guys go in the West, I'm not worried about them. It's 4 to 10 is the worry about. I don't know how they're going to mix it up, because roughly everybody from the Rockets all the way down to the Trailblazers are roughly between a half a game to maybe no more than 8 games. And if teams like the Clippers or the Trailblazers get on a streak, they can catch them. That's the thing.
Rob?
I'm going to make this prediction, and I know it might sound biased, but I saw this the other day, and it kind of intrigued me. We're only 3 games out of first place.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised by the end of the season, the Spurs will be the number 1 team in the West.
Oh.
And with the injuries of OKC right now, I can see it.
Yep. And even with the injuries, the fact that they still really haven't really been fully strength since the first 3 weeks of the season. Somebody's been hurt every time. And now that we're finding new diamonds in the roughs, like Carter Bryant, and Stephon Castle and Keldon Johnson. And if Victor keeps playing the way he's playing, the way that he's doing right now, it would not surprise me that if the Spurs be the number one team in the West. Because, like you said, the 3 games that we got against OKC, that's going to be in our favor when it comes down at the end, when it comes down to the end of the season. If we're tied, we own the tiebreaker. So
Only
that will be
tiebreaker.
problem
Yep.
number 1 that they're going to have. 3 times already. Four including in season tournament. So yes, 3 out of 4 so far, and we got 1 more game against them. So, and I need to see how Denver is fully strength, because we haven't seen Denver fully strength in a long time. Granted,
Nope.
you got Jokic back, you got Murray who's been playing well, but they need Aaron. This group here, they need
They
Aaron
need
Gordon to come
Aaron
back.
Gordon.
They need him bad.
Bad.
So I got a funny feeling that between, I think we can. As long, and mind you, if you look at it, out of all the teams in the West, you haven't really heard the Spurs being like anybody being hurt outside of Victor for maybe about 2 weeks. And even
Nope.
within them 2 weeks, we still stay afloat with at number 2 with Luke Cornett playing the center spot.
Talk about how your young
So,
blood
and
is
so
really
Rob, as a Spurs fan, what you're saying to me is this: you like Luke at number 5 and put Victor at number 4.
No, I like Luke as the
No.
backup too. I like Luke as the backup to Victor. Because if you
Yeah.
look at it, we don't lose anything when it comes to, we might lose size, but when it comes to rebounding and defense, which was our biggest problem last year, we
Yeah.
don't lose
Don't have
anything
that
with Luke
problem
Cornett.
now.
And we don't
No.
lose it with Luke Cornett. We don't lose that now. We might lose
No.
the size that Wemby brings and losing the space, but when it comes to defensive rebounding and getting blocks, we don't lose that with Luke Cornett.
And
Nope.
guess what? And I'm glad that El Jefe did not pull the trigger on Giannis.
No.
I'm glad.
You
And
got a good team right there. Y'all
like I
beat
said, we got
OKC 3 times.
yeah. Like I said, we're basically like I said, we basically has used the same mold as OKC has for the last couple of years. We drafted young, we developed, and that's what we've been doing for over 30 years of how we've been in existence. That's how we got all these players from overseas that we developed for all the years, the Tony Parkers, the Mount Ginobilis, the Boris Diaws, the Tim Duncans. I can go on and on with lists.
So basically, you're saying you did not change the formula.
No, we just changed the personnel. We enhanced the personnel.
You enhanced the product.
Yeah. We enhanced the personnel by adding Mitch Johnson.
It's like as like this, and this becomes Spurs fan. It's like this. We always develop from the bottom up. We've been like that.
Yeah.
So we didn't go after big players or anything. And now with Popovich, who's in charge of everything, it's like he's not going to sign you. He's not going to sign you anything. He's not going to do it. If he sees that it's not worth his time, he's not going to take it.
Nope.
Mm-mm. But if I had to pick a team that could be a surpriser, I think Antonio said it already. I like what the Trailblazers have done so far. Yeah. I like that Denny has shown up and is now becoming an all-star. I like the fact that how these young guys are falling into what what's his face, Chauncey Billups was bringing. But if I got to give it to him, I ain't gonna lie to you. This could be crazy to say this, but if they make the playoffs, I got to give Tiago Splitter some love and possibly might be coach of the year. Because there's no way in hell Portland should be even this far.
But you know I love me some
yeah. That's what I just said. I just spoke about Denny. But yes, because Tiago Splitter, another one, came from the Spurs tree. Yeah. Was a player, was a champion, learned under Pop. And now he's using his philosophy that he's learned from Pop and bringing it over to Portland. If Portland makes this run, continues to make a run like this and get in the play-in and sneak in the playoffs, I got to give Tiago Splitter a shot for coach of the year because nobody expected Portland to be where they are right now. Like if the league, if it ends right now, they're in a play-in and could possibly make the playoffs.
And imagine if Dame comes back.
Oh Lord, shoot! Imagine when he comes back next year with this group.
Oh my God. With Denny? Wow.
Yeah, with Denny,
Lord.
Andrew Holiday. Shoot.
He'll make some noise.
Mhm.
What about the East? Do you think it's a toss up or it's all Detroit?
No, it's not gonna be all Detroit. Detroit's gonna have to fight for number one. They ain't number one right now, but they're gonna have to fight for number one. Because if the news, anything is true about Tatum starting to get some work in, Detroit may not be number one that long. So I'm just gonna let you know right now. In Detroit, the way I see it now in the forecast, and if Jason Tatum come back in time, Celtics might be number one again. And the Celtics, by the way, could possibly win the Eastern Conference, pending if Jason Tatum come back in time.
Rob, you agree?
Absolutely not.
Whoa.
Let me explain. Let me explain what this whole Jason Tatum mess that he
Ooh.
keeps harping.
Ooh.
Let's get one thing clear. Even if he even sniffs of coming back, you got to think about it. We're technically not even, we're past the halfway mark of the NBA season. We're already past it. You got to realize we got February, March, April. We're 2 months out from finishing out the season. Even if he even makes attempt to sniff his way back, he's only going to be playing at least at the bare minimum 15 minutes. 15 minutes at best. Hold on, babe. Let me say it. I know, but wait. Listen. 15 minutes at most. And we're even going to be scared to test that out. Because also, he's going to be coming back to a whole new nucleus that he don't even know. Granted, because you might have been with the team, you might have been on a roll with the team, doesn't mean anything until you absolutely steps on the floor and be with the team. So don't get it twisted. The only way Boston will make the Eastern Conference Finals is if Jason Tatum is Jason Tatum. I don't need a 15%, 20%, 50%, 80% Jason Tatum. I need all NBA champion Jason Tatum. And we're not going to get that this year, no time soon. We'll get that next year when he is ready to fully go play 30, 35 minutes. He ain't going to play that much. So go ahead and you can. Now, can Boston still win the East even without him? As open as it is, yes, it is.
Oh
Would it
yeah.
be nice to have him? It would, but you're only going to get but so many minutes out of him because you don't want to damage the Achilles even more than it already is. So let's go ahead and cut the whole Jason Tatum make an attempt back out because guess who's else not going to make an attempt this year?
Oh,
Tyrese
Halliburton.
Tyler Hurt. There you go. And if Halliburton
Mm-hmm.
ain't gonna come back, and Tatum, damn sure ain't coming
He
back.
ain't coming
So
back.
so no. But I don't think Detroit has the overall number one seed because I think Cleveland might be coming for them. I think this new addition of James Harden and Donovan Mitchell is very, very scary. The fact that they've
Mm-hmm.
only played a week with each other and they got 4 wins underneath their belts, and James Harden looking like the James Harden of Philadelphia with the scoring of Houston, that's a scary combo. And the fact they haven't even added Evan Mobley back into the mix. And when he goes back with this, and look, did y'all see? And what did I say when it comes to James Harden and a big man? That's a big man's favorite person. Because what did Jared Allen's points look like? That man was averaging 23 and 10 already in 4 games with James Harden. Now, just imagine if that's Jared Allen. Imagine when Mobley gets back in.
Mobley averaged what, 18? He'll get up to
Well,
2021.
21. That man might be up to 24 by the time he's done. Because you think about it. If Embiid wins if he won if he was with Philly and Embiid was averaging 35 with James
Yeah.
Harden with the 12 assists, and Mobley's got a better shot than Embiid. Ali looking at me. There you go. Cleveland could be the scariest team if they get all 5 of their guys back playing within. If they even get a month with each other, just a full month of James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Matt Strus, and Jared Allen,
Let me explain,
along with what they got,
bro,
that could be the
bro,
scary team.
bro, bro. Rob is basically telling you, bro. James Harden with those other two guys, those other two twin towers in a pick and roll game, dude.
Who you gonna guard?
What are you? Thank you,
Who you gonna guard?
thank
And
you.
then and the bad part about it is even if you guard them, Donovan Mitchell's open in the corner, who's averaging 30
Problem two. Who's right now a top 5 3-point shooter this season?
and a top 4 scorer in the league. So either way, and then if you even guard all that, here's the last problem: James Harden getting to the free throw line. So either way, Detroit better find everything they can to try and slow that down real quick. Because if they can't,
They're
don't
not
be
gonna be.
surprised if
They're not
Cleveland
gonna
comes
be.
back.
They're not gonna beat Cleveland in a
And
7
with
game
Isaiah
series.
Stewart gone, and with both Isaiah Stewart gone for 7 and Durant going for 4, and they're like five and a half games ahead. No, they're not 5.5 games ahead of them. They're I got you. They're 7 games ahead of Cleveland.
They could catch them.
Real quick.
Yeah,
They could catch them.
yeah.
So yeah.
I don't. I've been telling y'all about how I feel about Detroit for the last 2 years. They came together with Cade. They're young. I don't think they're ready to get to that next level of championship contention. The Knicks, I don't know what I'm getting from them, even though they have their times where they play very, very good, and then they have times where they play very, very bad. Um, I don't know what I'm getting from the Knicks. Boston can always catch fire, especially with Jaden Brown averaging 30 this year. Um, but I still gonna say Cleveland could make some noise with the addition of James Harden. But I'm gonna keep saying it, like I've been saying for the last 5 years. 6 years I've done this podcast. Do y'all trust James Harden in the playoffs?
No, the right now answer is no. That is the answer is no. However, though, this is this is this is honestly this has been his best team since he's been in Houston. Even yes, and I'm even going to say even better when he was in Brooklyn. This is the best team from top to bottom he's been since Houston.
He
And as
choked both
long
times,
as I agree, but the difference and the problem with the Houston one is Chris Paul got hurt. Unless Donovan Mitchell catch a bad injury or Evan Mobley and them catch a bad injury, and you got to rely on him, you don't have to rely on James Harden right now. James can be himself right now.
Lone
It's
Wolf,
once we get there.
Lone
Mm-hmm.
Wolf, Lone Wolf. We have had this argument a long time
I
ago.
agree.
Listen, no, we're not going to argue. But this is what I will say. I will have to see it.
I'm with you. That's how I am. I just think
I gotta see
this
it.
is best team he's been on.
I agree with you on that. I there's no debate in that. But just like how Cleveland have their moments where they ain't really meant to what,
I agree.
James is right there with them.
Yeah, because it's like it's Cleveland now, and then probably right behind them is James Harden, And then right behind that, probably that's about right. So
So
yeah,
it's like, okay, y'all choked in the playoffs. Now y'all bringing a guy that has a PhD for choking in the playoffs. So
yeah.
I gotta see it, but
I just think this is the most open Eastern Conference we've had in a long time.
one
Like
thousand
the
percent agree with you.
like because you got to think about it. When he was in Philly, there was only one team he had to go past, and he couldn't, and nobody could have gone past him.
No,
Nobody could have gone past Boston, and it
Yeah.
showed when they played against each other. So I just think with the East being this wide open, because even think about it, you got to think about it. Even Charlotte has now made a push.
yeah.
Charlotte has now made a push to could
And
possibly make
ain't
the
nobody
playoffs.
really been talking about them, but they before the All-Star break, they were like a what, 9 game winning streak, something like that.
Yep, and if
Yep.
my math serves me correct, I think they're only 2 or
They're number nine. They're number 9 in the Eastern Conference right now.
He might be stuck. Look,
Frozen.
Oh, I'm right
you
here.
there?
I'm right
There
here.
you go.
Okay. Yeah.
So
He's
you do realize if they go on a 4-game winning streak, they'll be number 6. That's
They'll
how
be
if,
out
wide
of the.
open
They'll
this
be out
East
of the.
is.
They'll be out of the playing.
But
yeah.
that's how wide open this East is.
Right now they're number 9.
And
They
tack
won't
on
be
4
like that
games
for
where
long.
they'll
And
be.
now they keep winning.
If you pack on 4 games, they
They're
can
30
get.
and
They'll still be in
29.
the play. They'll still be in the play-in at possibility number 7. So they got to win at least 6 and hope Sixers can slip.
And you know they will because one thing. Oh, here's another thing. Y'all said James Harden also choked in the playoffs, and Embiid normally gets hurt right around this time anyway.
And without
I
Paul
ain't gonna
George,
talk about Philly.
See what I mean?
yeah. And I'm talking about without Paul George being gone for 25, and you trading one of your best shooters to OKC, yeah, Philly can't slip up. Because right now, the way I see it right now, they're still in the 6th spot, but they're a game and a half ahead of the Magic for the 6th spot. And you're right about Charlotte Hornets. At the rate they're going, I'm being honest with you. Nobody don't want to play against Charlotte. This
Mm-mm.
is a bad time to play against Charlotte right now.
If they keep playing before, like how they was before the All-Star break, yeah.
Yeah, nobody don't want to play against Charlotte. And if you're the Heat, you're the Magic, hell, the Sixers, it's like you don't want no parts of that.
The only reason why I am going to stop you on that because in the next 2 3 days we're about to have the actual start of the NBA season where everybody start to push for the postseason. I want to see how these teams react after the All-Star break
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because it's the NBA to me has 3 seasons: the
Yeah,
beginning, after the All-Star break, and the postseason. Now we're
I
about to
agree.
see the push and see what team really want it, which teams can get fired. That's why I'm kind of holding my reservation on Charlotte. Do they look good? Yeah. Can they stay that way till April? We'll see.
you're saying the jury's still out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the jury is going to always be with them because they're as we like as me and Ash like to call them, they're the YNs of the NBA.
Yep.
They don't know how to control themselves. You saw
Yep.
how it was when they played against Detroit. We
Yep.
already know how it was going to be with them. The question
Yep.
is, can they mature just enough to make themselves valuable in the postseason? Remember the
Right
last
now
time they
they're
made
doing a bad job at it.
and remember the last time they made the plan, they got blown out at home. And
Did
that was
they?
I think
Yeah.
LaMelo's 2nd year?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
doing a bad job. They're doing a
Loneliness. He
bad
was
job at that shit right
he was
now.
the
So
Charlotte Hornets oldest man on the roster.
the oldest player or the oldest vet. Because if I'm not mistaken, when it comes to vet wise, I
Grant
think
Williams.
LaMelo is the youngest, is the oldest.
Nope,
When it
it's
comes to
Miles
years.
Grant
Bridges.
Williams.
Oh yeah,
Miles
Bridges. Oh yeah,
Bridges.
Bridges. That's right. Bridges has the longest tenure. But LaMelo's not that far behind him.
What
Miles
about
Bridges
Grant
27.
Williams?
Grant Williams 27, low Miles Bridges. Both of them 27.
Yeah.
Okay.
And remember, Grant Williams just got there last year, so he technically don't count.
Don't count. But Miles Bridges has been there the longest.
He's been there the longest. He was there right before Kemba retired.
Miles Bridges, y'all gonna call Miles Bridges a vet after all the shit he been through?
On that team, he is, but if you really look at it, hell no. Because if you think about it, normally that would probably be Grant Williams trying to swing at people, but even Grant Williams backed up.
So you telling me? So basically, think of it as the Morris twin.
No,
the good Morris twin
I just think of him. Period as Miles Bridges.
No.
Man that hit woman.
No, stay with me on this one, Chef. You know how like the twins, the Morris twins are. The evil Morris twin want to fight, but the good Morris twin want to lean back. Grant Williams want to lean back, but Miles Bridges want to go at it. That's what I mean about that.
Oh yeah. I just think when it comes to Charlotte, the pieces are starting to form there, and they got the right coach for what they need because he speaks their language. The question is, can they mature fast enough like Detroit did and make a push in the playoffs? I don't know that yet. I'm with Ali with that part. I have to continue to see it because we got 33 games left and you can slip up at any given time. And like you said, when Miles Bridges being gone for 4 games, it's already bad enough. That's one of your, and as much as he's a headache, he's one of your best scorers on the team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you mean Charles Lee? He's the head coach.
Yeah, that's it. But he fits the criteria. But now you don't have that other presence. If Con Knuckle and Brandon Miller don't get going, you don't have that other person that can get you a spark for at least 4 games. That's the one thing Bridges could do. If them two were off, Bridges can neutralize it and get them going, at least keep them pushing. Yeah. But you don't have that for 4 games now, and you're about to get into the grunt part of your schedule. Good luck.
Well, the coach, Charles Lee ain't a bad coach. He got 2 championships.
Yeah.
He's not a bad coach.
Now let's move forward to other news. In the association, in the National Football League, Tyreek Hill today has got released. Your thoughts?
Called it.
He called
that one right on the head. I said the only way that that's why I told you once he got injured, I said they're gonna release him. That's dead money. Look, they can kill that dead money.
We saw that coming from the time he got injured.
Yep. Now the Bradley Chubb one that kind of threw me off a little bit, but once I saw the money that they were saving to let him go on top of Tyreek Hill, I said, "Oh, this makes sense." They're trying to get ready. They're really getting ready for a start over. Now they just got to. I don't like to tell this to people when they need to lose jobs, but only one particular one. This kind of fits the criteria. I just need them to get rid of one more.
Tua.
If they get rid of that one, we're good to go.
Tua.
Yep.
Well, I got bad news for you. Can't get rid of him.
I know you can't.
Not yet, but you can get rid of him next year.
His price tag is too high.
Nope. I'm gonna give you a little secret of the book. If you get rid of him next year before the league begin, I'm talking about next year, not this year. Keep him this year. If you get rid of him, before the league begin, Miami will eat 31. The dead cap be $31 million, but Miami
the price
will
tag
save
too high.
$21 million in cap space.
Yeah, that's it. His price tag is too high for this year.
Yeah, they try and keep all the money that they can. So yeah.
Yeah, because I guarantee you, his price tag this year is probably like, let's see, his dead cap's probably like in the 60s or 80, between 60 and $80 million. And they don't want to
Yeah.
do that right now. For Tua, yes. Babe, you gotta remember, he's making $55 million this year. Yeah, because you got to think about it. His number might be low, but with him having the less of a years, his tag is high.
Yep.
But that's one thing. So with Miami cutting Tyreek Hill and Bradley Chubb, they saved him $30 million off the break.
Yeah, that was
30
easy.
mil.
The help.
30 mil
That
each.
does help.
That's 60 million between the two.
No, that's $30 million overall.
Because they just broke down. They said they actually saved 60.
Now
They must have
well,
lied.
if you count the other years, that's probably the reason why.
Okay.
So that's probably the reason why. So in this case, with Tua, if Tua get cut pre-cut, it's 21. It's going to be $21 million in savings, $31 million to cap space, which means his other contract will be voided.
Yep.
So his
why he's an unrestricted free agent this year.
Is like this. So his last 2 years of his contract, if they get rid of him next year for 2027 league season, that's when the cap space begin, and the other two contracts, the 29 and 30, will be voided. So that's why. That's why they're not going to cut him yet. But one thing for sure, two things for certain about Tua is he's going to have to compete for that quarterback job, because Quinn Ewers is going to compete for real.
Ooh, and didn't I call that too?
Yeah.
Swear I called Quinn Ewers to play by week 7 and week 8.
Yeah. He played late. You said right time, right player, wrong time.
Yep.
Guys. I will say this for Tua, and I'm gonna say this for Tua, and it's the first time I'm using this new sound.
Yep. Trash.
That's him. I don't care about him. Now, I got another one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to Dallas.
Who?
Let's go to Dallas.
Oh shit.
First lady.
Here.
Why they went ahead and franchise tag NBA young boy?
I told you. That's all I can say. I hate to say I told y'all so. It was the only. Did he sign it?
Not yet.
Nope.
Not yet.
I just knew that it was going to happen. Sometimes these things happen that shouldn't happen, but they do happen. And he's one of the prime examples of the shit that probably shouldn't happen, but it just happened. Jerry Jones cheap as hell. Y'all know that. He's trying to rob. Yup. He's trying. Okay, you ready? Rob Peter.
Hey, Ash, I got to give you that one.
Yeah, so he trying to rob Peter to pay Paul. And okay.
Keep going.
Hold on.
Keep cooking.
And we already know he ain't sick. He ain't trying to turn over. He ain't rolling yet. He's still above ground and he ain't in the grave. So therefore, they won't win another championship until he decides to go with the good Lord.
There you go.
Any more questions, friends and family and congregation? If that's all, I give benediction. May the good Lord bless you and good night.
Amen and amen.
Clock it.
We all knew when it comes to Jerry Jones and saving money, that has been his MO since I can't even know how long it's been since he's been wanting to pension save money now. I remember back in the day when he used to pay players and it would be just pay them and because they win it. Pay them and win. But I guess now Jerry understands the fact that his team ain't gonna win, so he gotta save and pension every money he can because these players are not winning. $60 million for Dak Prescott, good Lord, he still ain't winning. 35 million, almost $35 million for CD Lamb. Yeah, you ain't winning that either. And
he hurt.
And he hurt. And now you talking about George Pickett's supposed to be getting even north of his number or even more of that? Hell no, Jerry ain't doing that. Remember the last time he paid for a wide receiver? Amari Cooper, $20 million. Guess what that ended up happening? Trade.
Is he?
The league.
Oh.
Retired. Last time I saw him, he was with the Buffalo Bills trying to win the Super Bowl. And guess what? Heartbroken.
Josh Allen still can't get it together.
Nope. So the point is, when it comes to Jerry and paying players, unless you're invested into the family, you've been there long enough to the point where he ain't got no choice but to pay you.
Keep going.
Or you just said, F that, I'm going to get traded and get paid somewhere else.
Oh, one more. There's one more.
Oh, there's one more?
Mm-hmm.
Or you just said, just screw it. I'm just going to go ahead and just walk. And then I'm going to get paid.
Okay.
Then guess what? Jerry ain't paying you. So either way, you're either going to follow those rules and be a good Jerry boy and get your money when he pays you, or you're going to say, buck the system. I'm going to get out and get my money somewhere else.
But there's one caveat. And this is the kind of almost sad thing. They have a really good coach.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And to feel like
Shoddy
with the shiesty.
Yep.
Shoddy with the shiesty is unfortunately not going to get the credibility he deserves, because he really is a coach for the players.
Oh, yeah.
And he's not going to get the credit he deserves because of the shenanigans of ownership. Oh. And let's be frank, ownership should have nothing to do with the shenanigans of what's going on right now. And I think that's almost like a defunct of this league, when owners or coaches, I'm going to call it like it is, feel like they need to be in the role of the front office and general management. Sit your ass up there, sit in the meetings, tell them how much you're willing to spend, how much you're not willing to spend. You hire the people, you trust the process, and you sit there and go ride on a yacht or something, but leave the operations alone and leave it to the people that you hire, instead of being so cheap, trying to do it all for yourself, thinking that you're the best thing since sliced bread. And when was the last championship that you won? In the 90s? Don't nobody want to hear it, Jerry Jones. At this point, Steven, you need to come and
take Grandpa Keys away from you.
I don't even want look. At this point, I don't even want Steven. They can go outside if they really want to win, go outside their square, find somebody that has no affiliation to the Joneses family, because that's the only way they're going to win. Find somebody that is not affiliated to the Joneses, know how to spend the budget, get the team back in order, and be back to what you used to be. But until that day comes and Jerry does not give up that title, that team will be just what it is. A great team on paper, but when they go and play.
Pulls up, three-pointer. Bang! Bang!
That's
it's
right.
Good. Wins the game at the buzzer.
Correct. And look, and the worst part about it is, Antonio, they got to go overseas this year.
Not my monkey, not my circus. I don't give a damn. But anyway,
they gotta go overseas. They gotta go to Brazil. This is gonna be funny to watch them overseas. They haven't been overseas in 20 years.
See, Cowboy fans, Cowboy Nation needs to understand this. That franchise tag is $28 million. The way how George Pickens put up numbers is Justin Jefferson money around about $35, $36, $37 million. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately for you, you don't have that money unless you're going to have to do two things or three things. You're going to have to reconstruct 4 people's contracts to get near that range.
And they ain't going to do it.
You want me to tell you who the 4 are?
I got number one. I know who the number one is, and he ain't giving up $60 million to do it. So that's
That's
strike
one.
one.
There's three more.
Let's see. Oh, probably Bland. That's probably one of the other ones. And he ain't giving up his corner.
Bland's slightly too low. He's
He
not
too
on my
low.
target.
Okay. Well, the newest one, which is number 88 from Heaven, he damn sure ain't giving up
That's
his
two.
check.
That's
He ain't
two.
giving up his check. Let's see. Number 3's probably got to be one of these offensive linemen that he probably just paid out.
It could
one
be
of the offensive.
if you want to do 5, but Terrence Steele's not my guy. The
Okay.
other one is Quinn Williams.
He definitely ain't giving up his contract. He just got there.
Yeah.
That's the Jets contract.
And Osa.
And Osa just got there too, and he leaves.
Yeah, so if you're not going to give up that kind of money like that, then go talk to Terrence Steele and Kenny Clark.
Kenny Clark, you might have a chance to give up. Steele, I don't think he will give up because he knows he ain't going to get this kind of contract nowhere else. But Dak and the main two, Dak and CD, they just got their money. They ain't giving up nothing.
Well, Dak, to me, should give up some of that contract, some of that money.
No,
the
he
way
ain't.
He played. But he ain't going to play. And that's where the problem will lie. Cap space. And the NFL project, NFL is supposed to be up to $300 and maybe $305 million in cap allowance, right? That's what it's going to, right? Well, the Cowboys, as of right now, I'm looking at the 2027 cap table, is $14 million in cap space. As of now. Can you find $28 million for George Pickens to sign on? No.
They're going to have to. Because he ain't taking no, I'm telling you. He's
No.
talking about this BS for months.
No. And the reason why Jerry Jones did that in a desperate situation is because he don't want other teams to talk to George Pickens. That's the reason why.
That's the key. That's the key right there. You just said the ultimate nail on the head.
Right.
They don't want nobody else to talk to him because guess who just went through the same situation?
Good evening, brother. Good evening.
Because guess who went through the situation about 5 years ago? Those Baltimore Ravens. Remember Lamar Jackson was put on that soft tag. And what did they tell him to do? Go out into the market and see how much you are worth.
Right.
And when he came back and found out that not a lot of teams was willing to pay his price tag, he came right on back and they worked out a deal that made him the highest paid quarterback and he was set. They know but the difference is between the two, they know damn well they let George Pickens go out there in that market and tell him to go find some other team to pay that type of money.
He's gonna get
and guess who the three gonna knock out his door? Buffalo, Baltimore, Frisco. Those three.
I mean,
and if I'm and then all the other 29 teams probably.
You're right about those. You're right about those 3 teams needing wide receivers. Yep.
Yeah, because you gotta think about it. George Pickens will go somewhere where he could contend for a championship. That's his main auto.
I ain't gonna lie. If I'm George, I'd be a dick and go right across the street and go to Houston.
I mean, Houston's a good spot, but no, but not yet. But I want to go to Baltimore, Buffalo, San Francisco.
Whoa, what's wrong with Houston? Hold on now. Just because CJ Stroud had one bad year and no receivers, don't do that to that man. Don't do that to him. You pair him with Nico Collins and that defense. Don't do that.
I understand what you're saying because you may need him to replace Tank. I understand where you're coming from. That's the reason why.
And you got a triple-headed monster, and you'll have a triple-headed monster with Nico, him, and Christian Kirk. Don't do that.
No. I'm not worried about this. I see you going with that one, but the point of it being is this. Unless Dallas tell those 4 or 5 men that make it over $20 million to reconstruct their deal, you can go ahead and forget about it. Jerry Jones personally wanted him to sign it, So you can do like Dak Prescott. So if you get hurt, you don't get nothing.
I'll tell you this now. Jerry Jones, good luck, bro. Cause
Mm-hmm.
I said I said this for months. You go ahead and put that boy in a franchise tag, your ass is in boiling water. And I'm
Yep.
not talking, I ain't talking about, I'm talking about like a frog in water that if you put the fire on and you let him boil in it and you let him boil to death in it, you're going to get frog soup. And right now, it ain't looking too good for you, buddy. Because Lone Wolf said 3 teams at least that need wide receivers. I can count probably about 4 more. New
Exactly.
England,
Mm-hmm.
that's another one. I mean, Pittsburgh, that's the next. I mean, even though he wouldn't go back to Pittsburgh, but
Shoot, I ain't gonna lie. If I was them, if I was this one team, if you really want to get rid, hey, if you can't find it in your heart to get rid of Pickens, guess what? Trade him to Philly. Swap receivers.
there you go.
For AJ
Hey,
Brown,
yeah,
Yeah, swap receivers.
yeah. AJ
Swap
Brown on the
Pickens, swap
trade.
Pickens for AJ.
AJ
Yeah,
Brown on the trade block
exactly. Switch
oh yeah,
swap receivers.
because I'll tell you right now, it don't look like AJ gonna be in 2027 roster in Philly.
Mm,
Not after how that year went. You have a Super Bowl victory, and right after that, y'all look rat ass. And yeah, first round exit.
and you still mad, even though you won the Super Bowl? Why are you still mad? Why are you still mad?
Made
oh
no
I
You
can
sense
tell
to
you
me.
why
won
he's
the
still
biggest.
mad.
You won the biggest game and played your best in the biggest game, and you're
Because
still mad.
he didn't get his 100 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Sometimes, guess what? You got a bigger goal in mind.
He
You want
didn't
to
think
chase.
so.
You want to chase greatness, or you just want to be regular.
He didn't think so. He ain't
Mm.
care.
So
He just
AJ's
wanted
on
his
the
money and his stats.
so AJ's on a trade block. The problem is Philly ain't gonna save no money on trade. The
At
best
this
way they
point,
going
I don't think they care.
Nope. Because
you,
one
you
thing
may
about
you
Howie and them,
the
they
only
love the
way
draft.
look the only way how AJ Brown or Philly is gonna save money on AJ Brown if they trade him after June 1st.
And look, I'll tell you what I'm about to do. They're about to get a number 2 receiver in the draft. They're about to get
Mm-hmm.
rid of him.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Howie, they're gonna find a receiver.
Oh yeah. They found it with Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, Devontae Smith was number 1 receiver anyway. You threw the ball to him
Exactly.
more. You threw the ball to him more than AJ Brown to begin with. You feel comfortable with him, and at least he don't bitch. So
Amen.
I ain't got no issue with it. Now, my question to you, I had never got to ask y'all this question. How do y'all feel with this Aaron Rodgers McCarthy situation? Oh, 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 oh. I'm sorry. Oh, oops. Oh, oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
oh,
I can't. I can't do with that one. I just got one word for this. Retire.
oh,
Aaron.
oh,
Aaron
oh.
Rodgers?
Yes, retire. No, he has not turned. He has not turned in his papers, but he needs to go ahead and do it. There's no this. This should not be a Aaron and McCarthy reunion. This should not happen. This will not happen. Aaron, you cried like a biatch when Mike T left. I need you to keep that same energy and go ahead and turn in your papers. Enjoy your retirement. Enjoy your marriage. And get ready to wear a gold jacket. And that's if you even wear one too. If I don't know what these people doing in this Hall of Fame, because
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now,
yeah. But now before we go.
he gonna get in because he didn't have a deflate gate.
No, it ain't just that. Just the way these people acting when it comes to these Hall of Famers. Oh no, but
First lady, even after Deflate Gate, we won 3 more, and
we sure did.
I understand that, but they're claiming that's the thing that the people
That and it
they
is,
could
as they
claim
call it,
whatever the hell they want.
it's
Bill
called BS.
Belichick, even though you want to charge us for deflating footballs, we still won 3 more Super Bowls after that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here to contest what you're saying.
I just said the way these people voting these days is shaky.
If Bill Belichick ain't a first ballot Hall of Famer, that means
That's what I
my
said. What's the
quarterback ain't a
standard?
first ballot either.
That's where I say, what's the standard then if Bill Belichick is not a first ballot? What's the standard
Man,
now?
the Hall of Fame thing is painted now, man.
Oh, absolutely. Because the thing is, even if you switch it now for next year, it won't mean anything because you screwed him on the ultimate year that actually mattered.
Yep.
Year one.
First ballot. You screwed his first ballot.
And the worst part about it is, if you're going to use the Flake Gate with Bill Belichick, well, guess what? You better use that same energy when it comes to Thomas. That's all I'm going to say.
Larry Fitzgerald ain't never won a Super Bowl, but he's a first ballot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah,
the stats prove it. And the stats and numbers prove that he is. So the thing is about the 5 that are in, because I don't think we never really got into this. The 5 that are in, I have no question about any of the 5 that got in. The only one I kind of questioned on the first shot to get in was Luke Kuechly, and it was only because of the years. That's really all it was. I know the years will cut short, and I didn't think that they will use those years to balance out the fact that he was still an all-pro 4 out of those 7 years, which I'm glad they did. And I'm glad they picked Adam Vinatieri because he is one of the, not if the best kickers who ever played the game.
I'm sorry, he was overdue.
Well, no, Adam. This was Adam. I thought it was Adam's first. No, this is Adam's second year trying. So I understood with him. Yeah, well, I figured that. No, Roger Craig was overdue. That's the one. That's the shameful one. Roger Craig should have been in the first and the first guy that got 1,000-yard rushing and receiving in the same season and got 3 Super Bowl championships. He was way overdue. Way overdue. So to be honest, they screwed that up so many times. They had to put him through. And if, to be honest, had he not gone through, well, had he gone through earlier, there's your spot for Belichick. Right there. There was your spot for Belichick.
And they did what's his name wrong like that too. A couple years back, that Drew Pearson. I remember that.
Mm-hmm. Now
speaking
of the Hall of Fame, and I think we might need to go ahead and address this now while we're all here. Mm-hmm. I have one person that we need to discuss. Mm-hmm. Ben Roethlisberger.
I'm discussing him. Out that circus.
Wait, are you here asking me if he's a first ballot?
That and is the fact that with all the stuff that his teammates are saying, is that going to bite him when his time comes?
Yes.
Yeah.
But yes. I mean, look.
With everything, mind you, and now since now they're going to use the off the field stuff as a part of it. That's how they're looking at now, especially and this is Ben, mind you, this is Ben we're talking about.
So hold up. So my coach don't make it first ballot. My quarterback, question mark. But
your owner is a no.
Yeah, I'll chop that too. But you mean to tell me that I can't believe that.
That's why I'm asking this question, because if you look at it, when all the allegations that, and mind you, they weren't even allegations. He just got proven that this happened.
Big Ben has been charged with so many shit, especially with that thing with the woman.
Yeah, and then Ben was charged, and yet he's looked at as a first ballot Hall of Famer for next year.
He can go to hell.
And
Along
this
with
is
Rob,
why I'm
along
asking
with
this question now.
That's why I said I don't want to have the conversation.
and then know what? Let's have this conversation right now. Fuck the hell with this. NFL try to act like Major League Baseball. Let's just put it this way. They try to act like Major League Baseball. Cause now you know it's very hard to get into Cooperstown.
Clean
It's
as a
very
whistle.
hard. You gotta be basically. You gotta be basically squeaky clean, like Derek Jeter type squeaky clean, in order for you to get into Cooperstown. So what you're trying to tell me is you willing to go do the same thing that baseball doing to NFL doing with his numbers? Okay, great. Since Adrian Peterson's about to be first ballot Hall of Famer, are you gonna do the same thing to that? So the way I see it, the far I concerned is the only one who escaped from the onslaught is Rob Gronkowski. He'll be the only one that escaped it.
And he might be questioned too because he's a part of the whole deflate gate as well, even though he might not be a vital part. But guess what? That's Tom Brady's second hand.
But like I said, he's not the quarterback.
He might not be the quarterback, but he's involved with New England and with that organization.
So what you're saying to me is, with Rob Gronkowski's situation, he would say he was at the my favorite word you have to use, the right place at the wrong time.
Yeah, because if you're gonna hold out the two biggest pieces of it, well, you might as well go ahead and take the other one off.
Hold out the third one
and
too.
Hold out the third one too, because when the fourth one comes up, that's when that's the question you're really going to have to answer. Now, do I believe that Gronk should be? Absolutely. The number speaks for itself. The championship speaks for itself, and he was the best tight end in his position for a very long time. He should go in as a first ballot Hall of Famer. There should be no questioning of that. But now that when you take away Belichick and Robert Kraft, who are part of that same organization that drafted, i.e., Rob Gronkowski, developed Rob Gronkowski, made him into the best tight end, Rob Gronkowski, you're going to probably look at this way too a little bit different.
Well, the situation is this. And I look at some of the return finalists. That means if you're going to replace Roethlisberger, Belichick, AP, and maybe Gronkowski, then you might go ahead and put Terrell Suggs, T-Sizzle in there.
Torrey Holt,
Yonda for the Ravens. And this time I think Eli Manning will get in.
And that's that's the other question I'm going to ask with the quarterbacks: Eli or Ben. I mean, the obvious answer should be Ben when it comes to numbers. Numbers should be Ben, but everything else should be
Eli. But
that's the thing.
Here's the difference between Ben and Eli. I think I'd rather like Eli to get in there than Ben. Here's why. Yes, both of them won 2 Super Bowls. Yes, but Eli did something that Ben couldn't do.
He stopped at 19-0 and he beat Brady twice.
There you go.
Well, not just
that's enough to get in there.
Not just that. Both Eli's championships, he's been on the road.
You went on the road.
At least with Ben. Ben has been. I think one of those he's been on the road, and then the other one he had home field advantage. So no, I mean, like I said, numbers. I would have put Eli in this year. I would have put Eli in this year to avoid this conversation.
Yeah, I thought he would have made it in this year, but I get to the next time around, he probably gonna make it in. But
then that's the longer. I would say is the longer you wait on Eli, the longer they push back Eli, the longer it's going to be. It's harder it's going to be for him to get in. Because if you wait, I'll tell you now, he don't get in this year. We damn sure he ain't get in 2027.
No.
Eli, we know damn well he ain't get in 2027 because that's Tom and JJ Watt. That's the obvious two. Like you should never question either one of them in 2027.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
They should be. But with how this Hall of Fame thing has been, I don't know. But I know JJ Watt would be, because he did nothing wrong.
I would say The
Game over.
poster boy of CBS. Yeah, I wish you would.
Nah, I don't think he would. I don't think they will screw him over. But gentlemen, it's been fun this week talking about sports, but ain't really much to get into because Thursday starts the NBA season again.
Yeah.
Um
And we got a good prime game on.
oh yeah.
Detroit goes to New York to see the Knicks. So we're
Yeah,
gonna see
yeah.
how good Detroit really is.
Yeah, after the Knicks bounced them out the playoffs last year, we'll see. But by the time we come back on Monday, we'll have an actual outlook of how the NBA looking. Lone Wolf, I think your sport will be back on in a couple weeks.
February 25th.
Well, we'll be back talking about hockey in the second half of the season. And y'all know what March is.
I was about to
March
say
Madness.
Not only that, but now FanDuel and DraftKings, they've already started posting some baseball props already.
Oh, yes. And not to
yeah.
mention, we will be getting into baseball a lot more this year. Last year I did not know how good I was with baseball, knowing pitchers' arms, but this year I am promised myself I'm gonna get really, really more into the baseball. So we will be talking about baseball this year on the report for sure. But gentlemen, we're gonna take it out of here. We're gonna talk. Trust and believe. Please don't talk about Zach Gallen. He's garbage.
Well, I think he went back. He went back to Arizona on a 1-year deal.
Yeah, because nobody wanted him.
That ain't no surprise. The man not to force himself to get 5 strikeouts.
Not even Baltimore. Baltimore, like the Orioles chose Bassett over Gallen. That should tell you something.
And Bassett ain't even all that.
Nope.
Yeah.
He probably had like 4 games where he went off.
Yeah.
And it was matchup based.
I agree.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate you, brethren.
I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what I'm more interested in baseball this year. A lot of people been coming out with the home run props already. So I think what I will do next week when we come on here, we will get into some baseball futures for the people out there. I would love to get into some baseball futures next week on the podcast because I know a lot of people out there want to cash some money on these baseballers. So we can go ahead and take a guess and a stab of these props. But for now, yeah. I'm excited. I'm more excited for the strikeouts and the home runs. Anything else? Y'all can miss me with that. I don't care about anything else. I want the strikeouts and the home runs. But for now, we gonna haul on. Gentlemen, we will get out of here until next week, Monday. We'll talk about some more sports. And by the way, everybody, it is still Black History Month. It is Black History Month. We didn't talk about President's Day because the guy that resides in the house is not my president. Yeah, that part. Not my president. Sorry. I even said that in public. I don't care. Yeah, right. By the way, screw you, Pan Bundy. You're right. Anyways, we gonna get out the hand. Gentlemen. Everybody, y'all have a good week. Have a blessed one. We are out. Be safe. Yeah.